Have you ever heard of a curse concealed behind an innocent kiss? A kiss that promises charm, fortune, and the gift of eloquence, yet hides a sinister shadow of misfortune and doom. The world is fascinated by tales of luck and curses intertwined in ancient artifacts. But few stories captivate the imagination quite like the legend of the Blarney stone. For centuries, millions have traveled to a centuries-old castle in Ireland, all hoping to plant a kiss on this mysterious stone that allegedly grants the power of persuasive speech. But what if the famed blessing is nothing more than a cruel trick? What if the stone, instead of bestowing gifts, casts a shadow of eerie curses, unexplained tragedies, and sinister consequences on those who dare to press their lips to it? Before we venture deeper into the chilling history behind this legendary relic, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more haunting stories to light. Share your thoughts or any strange experiences in the comments. Your voice could be part of this ongoing mystery. And don't forget to visit the pinned comment below for an extraordinary opportunity that might just change your life forever. The Blarney stone is famous worldwide as a symbol of charm and wit, but its story is steeped in shadows that few dare to acknowledge. To kiss the stone is said to grant the gift of gab, the ability to speak eloquently, persuade effortlessly, and win hearts and minds with mere words. This promise has made the stone a coveted treasure for centuries. Embedded high in the battlements of Blarney Castle, perched precariously on the edge of a cliff in the rolling hills of County Cork, Ireland, the origins of the stone are as mysterious as its supposed powers. According to legend, it was brought to Ireland from the Holy Land during the Crusades by a noblewoman or a warrior. Versions differ, but its journey was marked by supernatural intervention and veiled in secrecy. Some claim the stone is a fragment of the Stone of Scone, the coronation stone of Scottish kings, imbued with ancient magic. Others believe it to be a relic blessed by fairies or cursed by witches, cursed so deeply that no one who dares kiss it leaves unchanged. The ritual itself is as perilous as the curse that some claim it carries. To kiss the stone, visitors must lean backwards over a sheer drop of dozens of feet, gripping iron bars for support while craning their necks upside down. This physical risk, added to the eerie legends surrounding the stone, has only amplified its allure and dread. Over centuries, many who kissed the stone have reported not only a newfound silver tongue, but also a series of strange and tragic events that followed them like a shadow. Historical records, folklore, and eyewitness accounts tell of a pattern that can't be easily dismissed. English noblemen, Irish poets, and even common folk who sought the stone's gift found themselves plagued by unexplained misfortunes. The curse, some believe, twists the gift of persuasion into a trap. The eloquence may open doors, but it also attracts envy, betrayal, and heartbreak. Several tales tell of lovers torn apart, families fractured, and careers ruined by the very charm the stone was supposed to bestow. One of the most unsettling accounts comes from the 17th century. A well-known nobleman, famed for his silver tongue and political prowess, visited Blarney Castle and kissed the stone with great fanfare. Soon after, he suffered a mysterious illness that baffled physicians of the time. His death was sudden and shrouded in suspicion. Some whispered it was the stone's curse, a punishment for his arrogance. Stories like his are repeated throughout history, hinting that the stone may not be a blessing, but a dark talisman linked to sinister forces. Folklore surrounding the stone also speaks of a pact made long ago between the stone's original owner and dark entities. This unholy alliance granted the gift of eloquence, but demanded a terrible price. Those who sought to wield such power unknowingly bound themselves to forces beyond their control. The curse may manifest not only in death, but in a slow, creeping descent into paranoia, loneliness, and despair. Modern visitors to Blarney Castle continue the tradition, eager to experience the legendary kiss. Many report feelings of unease or strange sensations while near the stone, a chill down the spine, a whisper in the ear, or a fleeting shadow seen from the corner of the eye. Others have recounted vivid nightmares after their visit, where they relive moments of betrayal and loss. Some even swear that their lives took a sudden dark turn after receiving the stone's supposed gift, as if an invisible chain had been fastened around their fate. The Blarney stone has become more than a tourist attraction. It is a focal point of paranormal investigations and ghost stories. Some researchers believe the stone carries a residual energy, a spiritual imprint left by centuries of human desires, fears, and curses. Paranormal enthusiasts have documented strange electromagnetic readings, unexplained sounds, and eerie apparitions around the castle grounds. It is as if the stone itself is alive, feeding on the hopes and fears of those who come seeking its power. The stone's legend invites us to ponder the nature of gifts and curses, of luck and fate. Is the silver tongue truly a blessing if it comes entwined with sorrow and misfortune? Can the promise of eloquence mask a far darker truth, that some powers are not meant for mortals to wield? The Blarney stone challenges our understanding of fortune, reminding us that every gift may come with a shadow, as we peel back the layers of history and myth. The story of the Blarney stone reveals itself as a haunting saga of desire, power, and the supernatural. It warns us that some ancient relics carry burdens beyond our comprehension, and some blessings hide curses that can change lives forever. Stay with me as we delve deeper into the twisted tales surrounding the Blarney stone, uncovering accounts of those who kissed it and lived to regret it, and revealed the terrifying reality behind the kiss that promises so much but may cost even more. The Blarney stone's legend does not end with the kiss. In fact, it is only when the lips leave the cold, ancient surface that the real story often begins, a story of mysterious curses, inexplicable tragedies, and the dark price paid for a moment's charm. Stories from those who have kissed the stone suggest that the gift of eloquence is not always what it seems. While some find themselves more persuasive, more charismatic, able to navigate conversations with newfound ease, others report a slow unraveling of their lives, a creeping darkness that shadows every success. One cannot help but wonder what exactly lies beneath the stone's smooth surface. For centuries, it has been cradled within the walls of Blarney Castle, absorbing not just the hopes of those who kiss it, but also the fears and malevolence of time itself. The castle, perched on a cliff's edge, stands as a fortress of both beauty and mystery, a monument to a past where power and superstition intertwined. Visitors often speak of the castle's eerie atmosphere, a palpable energy that seems to thicken the air. The winding staircases, the narrow ledges, the ancient stones worn by countless footsteps, all contribute to a sense of unease, as though unseen eyes are watching. The stone's location, high above the castle walls, forces each kisser to contort their body in a vulnerable and unnatural way, almost as if the stone demands submission before granting its gift. The curse, if it exists, appears to target those who seek to use their newfound power selfishly or arrogantly. This fits with many traditional curses throughout history, gifts granted, but only to those who respect the forces behind them. Otherwise, doom follows. The Blarney stone seems no different. One of the most famous tales involves a man named Sir Thomas McCarthy, an ambitious politician in the 19th century, who famously kissed the stone before a crucial parliamentary debate. He was celebrated for his eloquence and ability to sway the masses. However, his personal life soon deteriorated. His closest allies turned against him. Rumors and lies spread like wildfire, and his career was destroyed by scandal. Some say that the curse had marked him, punishing his pride and greed. This story echoes others throughout history, people who gained fame and fortune through charm but lost everything due to betrayal, illness, or sudden tragedy. The curse seems less about the kiss itself and more about what the kiss unleashes. An invisible force that magnifies human flaws, exposes secrets, and invites disaster. Even today, visitors who kiss the stone report strange phenomena. Some describe an intense pressure on their chest, a sudden wave of nausea, or a feeling of being watched long after leaving the castle. Others have claimed to experience vivid dreams of shadowy figures or hear whispering voices in their ears, voices warning them of impending doom. There are also accounts of unexplainable bad luck, failed relationships, sudden job losses, or accidents that seem too coincidental to dismiss. Skeptics say these stories are nothing more than confirmation bias, people attributing ordinary misfortune to a legendary curse. But for those affected, the line between coincidence and curse blurs dangerously. Paranormal. Investigators have been drawn to Blarney Castle for decades, fascinated by the eerie reports. Their instruments have recorded strange electromagnetic disturbances near the stone. Thermal cameras have captured fleeting shadows moving without source. Visitors' testimonies often include sudden chills and sensations of being touched or pulled. Many believe the curse is rooted in the stone's origins. Some legends trace it back to the ancient Druids of Ireland, who crafted the stone from sacred earth imbued with both blessings and curses. Others claim the stone was once used in dark rituals to bind spirits or force enemies into submission. The curse may have been a safeguard and ancient warning to those who dare misuse its power. The idea of a cursed object is not new in human history. Throughout cultures, objects believed to carry energy, whether from supernatural entities, intense human emotion, or rituals, often become vessels of both blessing and suffering. The Blarney stone fits this archetype perfectly, a relic that promises power but exacts a steep price. It is worth noting that, despite the cursed stories, millions have kissed the stone without reported ill effects. Why some fall victim to misfortune and others do not remains a mystery. Some suggest that the curse only affects those who seek the gift with impure hearts or selfish motives. Others believe that fate itself chooses who will bear the burden. The curse also raises deeper questions about desire and ambition. The human longing for influence and acceptance is powerful, and the Blarney Stone's legend taps directly into that. It promises to grant what many crave most: the ability to sway others, to charm, to succeed. But the warnings embedded in the curse remind us that such power is double-edged, and that every blessing might hide a shadow. More chillingly, some versions of the legend suggest that the curse does not stop with the individual, but spreads like a contagion. The misfortune befalls family members, close friends, or even entire communities connected to the person who kissed the stone. This theory is supported by stories of entire lineages falling into ruin after an ancestor's kiss. This notion transforms the Blarney Stone from a mere tourist attraction to a dark talisman, an object harboring ancient energies that defy modern understanding. It challenges the rational mind and invites us into a world where superstition, history, and the supernatural collide. As the sun sets over the emerald hills of Ireland and the castle's silhouette darkens against the twilight, the Blarney Stone waits silently. The thousands who have kissed it may never fully comprehend the powers at play, but those who listen closely might hear the whispered warnings carried by the wind, that charm and eloquence come not from the stone, but from within, and that some gifts are best left unclaimed. If you found yourself intrigued or unsettled by this story, please give this video a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most mysterious and haunted legends. Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to check the pinned comment. There's a rare opportunity there for those ready to change their lives forever. The legend of the Blarney Stone teaches us about the thin line between gift and curse, between fortune and disaster. It is a story that invites us to look beyond the surface, to question the true cost of power, and to respect the mysteries that dwell in the shadows of history.